So you have to understand one thing. जब तक वड़ा पाव में आलू है तब तक बिहार में लालू है. You have to keep this in mind. So basically some things in accounting, something in costing, something in politics are permanent. What is permanent? That you cannot manufacture without materials, you cannot manufacture without labor, and you cannot manufacture without incurring overheads. We are going to understand the concept of materials in the next 2 to 3 minutes. Assume आपके घर पे मेहमान आने वाले हैं, 3 मेहमान आपके घर पे आने वाले हैं, और आपके घर पे आप हो, आपकी मम्मी है, आपके पापा है. 3 लोग आप घर पे हो, 3 मेहमान आपके घर पे आने वाले हैं. आपके मेहमान आपके बहुत करीबी फैमिली, फ्रेंड्स या रिलेटिव्स की कैटेगरी में बैठते हैं. तो वो जो भी घर पे पका होगा वो खा लेंगे और बड़े मजे से खाएंगे. They are not going to demand something extra exorbitant or expect something extravagant from you. They are your family friends, so they'll be happy with whatever is available at home. At home, what is available is 4 rotis. 4 rotis are available at home. Now, if we take into consideration 3 people and each person eats at least 2 rotis, we need 6 rotis. That is for you, your mom and your dad, you need 6 rotis. And these 3 guests are coming. You will need a few rotis for them. And in any Indian household, whatever caste, community, religion, race or creed or color, मेहमान को फोर्स करके खिलाया जाता है. तो अगर वो 2 रोटी खाएगा तो उसे 4 खिलाना पड़ता है. That is the rule of an Indian household. Correct? So we will assume, or your mom will assume, that these 3 guests each will have to have 4 rotis. So that is 12 rotis. So 6 rotis for you guys, that is you, your mom and dad, and 12 rotis for your guests. It has been assumed that you require 18 rotis in all. What you have with you at the moment are 4 rotis. This is a huge problem because your mom is not ready to make the rotis. What do? You open up Zomato. You look for the nearest Indian restaurant who is delivering tandoori rotis to your place. Now, you know that there are 4 rotis in hand, but your guests are coming, you need 18 rotis. You don't want to take a risk. You order 20 rotis on Zomato. This is what you order. At the present moment, you have 24 rotis. How do you have 24 rotis? This was your opening stock, and these 20 were your purchases. Opening stock and purchases are the total of what you have in hand. Now, after your guests have had their dinner, and after they have left, you are left with 2 rotis. Yes, Mr. Bakasura, you are left with 2 rotis. The basic understanding is that out of 24 rotis, if you are left with 2 rotis, 22 rotis were consumed. 22 rotis were consumed. This logic can be applied to raw material consumption and to finished goods applicability. How? Opening stock of finished goods plus purchase of finished goods, in your case it was 4 and your purchase was 20, minus sale of finished goods is equal to closing stock of finished goods. Your closing stock was 2. So obviously the balancing figure is 22. That was your sale of finished goods. Similarly, this logic can be applied to raw materials as well. Opening stock of raw material was 4 units. You purchased raw material to the tune of 20 units. Therefore, having 24 units in hand, you issued to production. That means you gave to production 22 units and you are left with a closing stock of raw materials of 2 units. On the basis of this, the next time we tune in into our videos, we will understand how to calculate raw materials consumed. Thank you so much for your attention. I wish you the best of luck. And remember, it's your right to pass in the exams and I'm going to help you do that. Best of luck.